Hello, everyone. I just would like you to know that I have been going through a lot. And I'm going to show you a video where this lady, but I gotta find it, so it's probably going to take me a bit. So you're going to have to be very patient and just bear with me. Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and put my display capture on. Apparently, I gotta put it on here, sadly. So first of all, I gotta. Dude, are you serious right now? Really? Don't play with me. Okay. Apparently, I fractured my thumb very slightly because I've been through a lot today. I had an incident with somebody in my home. Apparently, I live in a community home, so I am disabled, for one. For two, I just don't even know why I'm here because I feel like it's just crazy that I live in a community home with disabled people, and I seem like I'm the most normal person up here. And you don't mind if I take my hat off, do you? I think it would be very plausible and respectful if I take my hat off during this video. Okay? So, you get to see my lovely face. So I recently went. I one time, not recently, but on a video. I went to a video. Hold on one sec. It was a video. I gotta find it though. Hold on one sec. I need you to take a very close look at these messages from Jesus. Now, what I want you to understand is that this voice that you're hearing is specifically talking about a specific person. Okay? So, yeah. I got to find the video because apparently this is very important and I want you to know this, okay? I really do. I want you to see this because but I gotta find it though. I gotta find it. I gotta find it. First of all, I have to find it first. Hold on one sec. Okay, what I need you to understand, I need you to understand the difference between the Father and Jesus Christ. So, you may think that I'm speaking this stuff to you, but Jesus Christ is not telling you this. It is my Father telling me this. My Father is speaking to me specifically. Not anyone else, not you, not anyone. He's speaking specifically to me. And that's why you've been hearing all these voices, is because they're not really coming from Jesus Christ, they're coming from the Father. The Father is speaking to me because I am his son. And that is why that's why you've been hearing God say, I understand you are going through a lot. I understand that you're on your bed and you're weeping and you're crying and you love these people and you are, here it is, right here, right here.
God say, I know that you stress a lot at times. I don't blame you. Life can be hard. Life can be challenging.
Here
And
we
life
go.
can overwhelm us at times.
God
However,
said,
when
yep.
you are in a season of trouble, I want you surrender it all to me. I will take care of you. God says, just because you follow me doesn't mean that your life on earth will be perfect. You will experience difficult times, but I will
Now,
give you faith. Have faith. That pain that keeps you in bed most days, that pain that forbids you from being happy, that pain that destroys you will soon be the reason why you will grow much stronger. Pain shapes character. I love you. God says, I heard your cries. I heard your tears. I understand your pain. I am helping you keep your eyes open. I love you. It's okay not to understand things in the moment. One day, you will understand. Everything will make sense. Don't stop believing in me. I love you.
okay, so with this, now I need you to understand the difference between God and Jesus. Jesus is the Son of God. So when you hear these voices, you have to be able to discern whether it's God or if it's his Son speaking. Now, for all you know, this could be God, Jesus' Father in heaven, speaking to Jesus, telling him and telling him, "Do not worry or do not fear, do not stress, or just because you believe in me doesn't mean your life will be perfect." Now, if Jesus was telling you this, that would be very strange and very obscene. Now, pretty sure that that God would be speaking to a specific person, and for a good reason. That is, for a good reason. God understands my pain. He is my Father. That is how this is. It's how this game works. I mean, it's not even a game, it's real life. You have to learn to accept things like this because I understand that I will go through a lot in my life. I'm not a bad person. I just get antagonized a lot. I've been through a lot. I have feelings. I'm a human being. You can't sit there and treat people like they don't have feelings and then try to hurt it. I mean, you can't do that. I mean, treat somebody like they have feelings, like they're human. Everybody has feelings, okay? Everybody does. No, I'm not gonna just sit there and hit you or hurt you just because I want to. It's gonna be for a reason. Okay? But God understands that more than anything. Now, just because I know better don't mean it's right for me to just let other people do what they do to me. And you know that. Yet everybody pretend like nobody does anything to me. And I understand that. That's a great notion you're putting me into, but it's not fair for me to be treated that way. It's not. I don't do violence. I don't really brutally hurt somebody to the point to where I'm disabling them. Because if I did, I would be harming them, and you can't sit there and say that it's violence if you're not really harming anyone. So that's an understatement, okay? But these messages that a lot of you keep getting, Jesus
God
says,
seek me, not the pleasures of this world. I bring happiness. This world will disappoint you. Please turn to me. I don't want you to hurt anymore. This world will fill your mind with millions
now
of
notice how
things that seem good.
God is pleading
Be
to me.
careful. Many of the
Now, you think that Jesus said, "Do you hate me?" But you don't know you don't even know if it's Jesus speaking to you. You just think that it is Jesus because in your faith and in your belief system, Jesus is God. So that would mean that it's really just Jesus' voice. But you you're taking things and looking at it in just one way and not a whole bunch of other ways. Because if it was any other way other than your way, then it would be the wrong way. But that's not entirely true. Because, well, the Bible speaks about things in many different ways. Sadly, that's what you don't understand, is that God speaks in many different ways. Now, He can speak through you, He can speak out loud, he can give you visions and dreams. God speaks in so many different ways. It could be Jesus or the Father. And Jesus, you can say that Jesus and the Father are one, but really Jesus was talking about a relationship that he has with his Father in
God
general.
say,
Jesus was not saying that he was God. We already know that just based upon the things that we have read and passed on the
do
channel.
that you
But I would love to say that Jesus was mainly talking about his Father and all the things that he said concerning what you thought was him saying that he was God. And that is not true at all. Jesus was not saying that he was God. When Jesus said before Abraham was, I am, he was talking about the Father. He was stating the Father, which is the I am, the one who begot him. Now, they got, a long, long, long time ago, the Jews were thinking that he was saying that he was God. And that was how the message became conveyed, was that Jesus was God. And that's not what he was saying. And that is the whole reason why they nailed him to a cross. But I'm telling you now, because that was me that got nailed to the cross, because it's pretty obvious that when you see my face, you're obviously seeing the same face as on the Bella Veronica. The Bella Veronica has been tested and completely carbonated and tested to see if there was any paint on it or anything, and it was the most authentic thing that I probably would have ever seen or concerned with the face of Jesus. And my face is the only face that really can pretty much fit in that image perfectly. So, yeah. If you want to believe that Jesus is still in heaven and not speaking to you in any way on the earth, or however you want him to speak, I'm not who you say that I am, because I've hit people, I've cussed, and that's all bad because I'm not doing it for a good reason, or I'm just doing it because I want to, just to be a bad person. But God's not going to look mostly at the things that you do, but who you are and what made you to be what you did. What you did doesn't. I'm pretty sure you understand what I'm saying. Don't. I guarantee you, if you get me the adherence that you don't know what I'm talking about, then you got your thumb up your ass. Because I guarantee you, if you don't know anything that I'm talking about right now, you are the stupidest person to walk the face of this earth. I mean, you think that I'm imperfect. You don't understand the complexity of that statement. Now, Jesus never ever said that he was perfect, ever, in any of his words. Any of them. Now, if it says that he had a sinful nature, would that make more sense? Don't try to completely over exaggerate Jesus' stature, okay? Because that's what Christians do. They tend to over exaggerate Jesus' stature. That means his title, his divinity, and pretty much everything under the sun. Pretty much everything. So, you believe that Jesus is God. That he is the most perfect, most amazing person. He came to die on the cross for our sins. Look, I need you to understand that is not what the gospel says, and that is completely over exaggerating Jesus. That is completely over exaggerating the Jesus from the gospels. I don't know what Jesus you believe in, but that is not the Jesus of the gospels. I'm sorry. That is not. And if you conveyed that message to be what you think it is and you say that it's true, I'm sorry. But if you read it more clearly, you will start to understand that that is not what it says at all. And Jesus was not saying that he was God, but simply talking about his Father in heaven. Now, if you continue to believe that all that nonsense, that Jesus is sitting at the right hand of the Father, and you're hearing these messages that people are talking about and putting in a robotic voice just to sit here for you to listen, and you think that Jesus is saying that to you, but he's really just God saying that to his son, because his son is stressed out and on the earth and laying in bed all the time, sad, weeping, crying, hurt. Wow. Wow. And that makes me feel so much better, because I feel like my Father is still looking out for me, and he's still waiting for me to return to him. Now, to sit at the right hand of the Father, for me to sit at the right hand of the Father, does not change the fact that I'm human, and that doesn't make me divine. But the fact that I am his son does not mean I have to have all knowledge and all perfection. It does not mean that at all. In fact, God begot me to die for people's sins, right? And that is what I have come here to do. If I didn't come here to do that, then everyone will be lost. And pretty much the New Testament does say that in a lot of the epistles. If you see Jesus walking down the streets, knowing that he has not been hung on a cross, that they will hang their heads low and pity themselves. And it is exactly what it says. Anyways, guys, I just want to deliver this message to you because I thought you would understand and care and have this knowledge, because I feel like that it would make more sense for you to understand even the small details, because the small details are also very important, just like the big details are. And it's easy to look past the small details, because the small details can be so incredibly small to the point where you just can't see it, and it takes a micro glass just to sit there and see what it's saying, and you just don't understand. It's not that you just don't want to, it's that you completely miss the message. Anyways, guys, if please leave a like, rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.